Good morning, all. Well, welcome to the Early Bird. We have more goals to report again. A lot of goals again yesterday, which so far has been a high-scoring playoff. All right, guys, we're going to get right into it. We will jump over to Tampa and take a look at that one. Maple Leafs rally, defeat Lightning in overtime in Game 3, lead East first round. As you guys see, a 4-3 Toronto overtime final. Let's look at the numbers here. Shots on goal, 39-27. And yes, for those of you that didn't see the game, yes, Tampa outplayed them. 52% to 48% for for Toronto on the faceoffs. They have the edge there. Both teams 0 for 3 on the power play. Look at the hits, though. Toronto were up to the challenge, folks. 62 hits for Toronto, 61 for Tampa. What's that, folks? That hitting's an overrated statistic. What was that again? 26 blocks for Toronto, 15 for Tampa, 7 giveaways for the Leafs, 9 for Tampa. Shots on goal per period. First period, 13-8 Tampa. Tampa better team in the first. Second period, 15-8 Tampa. Tampa better team in the second. Third period, if I'm right, Toronto got the last 6 shots of that period. If I'm right, now, I could be wrong, but that's what I remember. And Toronto came on late, as we all know what happened. And then in the overtime, 8-5 Tampa. I wasn't feeling Tampa was going to win. I just wasn't. 39-27 for the game final. Scoring? All right. Akari gets the first one from Nyes and O'Reilly and makes it 1-0 at 3:24 the first, 1-0 Toronto. Quick reply, Cirelli from Killorn and Hagel. A quick reply about 90 seconds later. Tampa ties it up 1-1. Matthews, who had a beast of a game yesterday, makes it 2-1 Toronto from Marner and Yarncroc. So right there, Toronto is claiming we're in this game. That's just what I was seeing. And then Hagel from Perry and Colt makes it 2-2, last minute of the first. They've been doing that a lot in this series, Tampa. All right, second period, Radish scores from Kucherov and Stamkos, and we have Tampa in the lead, 3-2. Third period, Ryan O'Reilly with the backbreaker for any Tampa fan to see that happen. 3-3, 1 minute left, and a scramble in front of the nets from Nylander. Marner forced it to overtime. Morgan Rielly scores on what was kind of a floater shot in the last minute of overtime. So, yeah, I would say the better team in this game, for sure, was Tampa. But they didn't have that killer instinct Toronto did when it come right down to it. So Toronto get credit for this win. Toronto deserved this win. And the truth is, how often can the Leafs just continue and continue not to get the job done? And I was cheering Tampa, and I didn't have a good feeling in that overtime. I didn't have a good feeling. I didn't like what I was seeing. I don't care what the shots say. I didn't like what I was seeing out there, and I thought Tampa, if they didn't score soon, I didn't think Toronto was going to score there in the last minute, though. It just didn't feel like it. Kind of a weird play when it happened. But Toronto now, up 2-1. No reason, Toronto, you can't close this. All right, let's get over, guys, now to the big one for me, which was Rangers and Devils. Schmidt Devils edge Rangers in overtime in Game 3 of Eastern first round. As we see, the Devils win in overtime, 2-1 to stay alive. Numbers? Shots on goal, 36-28 for the Rangers. They had the edge in faceoffs as well, 60% to 40%. The Devils 1 for 3 in the power play, 0 for 5 for the Rangers. And that's what did them in. It really is. Hits in the game, 31 for the Devils. The Rangers only threw 23 hits. Blocks, 17 for the Devils, 19 for the Rangers. Giveaways, 15 for the Devils, 19 for the Rangers. Shots on goal. 11 apiece in the first, 11-6 Rangers in the second, 6-6 apiece in the third, 8-5 Rangers in the overtime, 36-28 for the game. Scoring. No goals in the first. Then Kreider from Zibanejad and Kane make it 1-0, 3:39 into the second. And then Hughes from Hamilton and Bratt Tie it up 1-1 on a perfect shot by Hughes. Just a perfect shot. A thing of beauty, actually. It was just an absolute stunning shot. Picked off the corner. And we go into the third period, no scoring. Into the overtime, where my power failed in my apartment. Yes, my power went out, and I was watching this overtime. I missed this. I seen the replay, but I missed it live. Hamilton from Bratt and Hershire at 11:36, 2-1 Devils final. Yeah, my power went out. It just went out, just like that. Turned out some big transformer blew out here, and they had to fix it. And I was out for about 45 minutes. How frustrating. It was about 8 minutes into the overtime, too, so I just missed this. So the Devils stay alive. The Devils stay alive. The Devils are in this series now. And I want to see how they wake up now, because they're one of the best road teams in hockey. The Rangers are going to have their hands full. If the Rangers lose next game, I would think the Devils are going to win the series, because I don't know. This might go game 7 in triple overtime. But the thing is with this series, the Rangers had them, and they're the team that let it slip out of their fingers. So we'll see how they react in the next game. The Rangers are the ones with the experience. We'll see. All right, let's go out west, guys. Golden Knights top Jets in double overtime in Game 3 to take lead in Western first round. Vegas 5, Winnipeg 4 in double overtime. Let's look at the numbers. The Golden Knights, 48 shots to 34. Face-offs, edge 51% to 49. They were 2 for 5 on the power play. The Jets were 1 for 4. Look at this. They had 39 hits. The Jets had 69 hits. I always say the magic number in the playoffs for hits in a game is 40, if you plan on winning. So they had 39. Blocks, they had 30. The Jets had 29. The Knights had 10 giveaways. The Jets had 12. Shots on goal. Vegas outshoot them 10-6 in the first. And then Vegas outshoot them by a wide margin in the second, 16-5. So 26-11 shots on goal after 2 periods. And they're up 4-1. Then the Jets rally happens, as we all know. 17-11 in the third for the Jets. First overtime, 6-5 for the Knights. And the second overtime, 5-1 for the Knights. Scoring. Stevenson from Stone and Theodore opens it up at 2:52, 1-0. Vegas. Eichel, who seemed to have woken up since I made my video, from Stevenson and Pietrangelo, 2-0, 6:18 in on the power play. Connor scores from DeMello and Dillon, makes it 2-1 after 1. Eichel again on the power play from Pietrangelo and Smith at 10:46, makes it 3-1. And Kolsar from Eichel and Amadio at, let me see it, guys. Sorry, my vision. 17:45, making it 4-1 after 2. So you would think game over. Most of you, I'm sure, would think that, but no. Third period, Niederreiter gets an early one to make it 4-2 from Dubois and Pionk at 2:04. And then late in the game, Mark Scheifele pulls them within a goal from Pionk and Connor on the power play, 4-3. And then you've seen it, guys, a crazy, wild scramble in front of the net at the end. Lowry gets the goal to force overtime. My goodness, with 22 seconds left, and you guys seen the Winnipeg crowd absolutely go nuts. On inside and outside, actually, from Nemeshnikov and Pionk, by the way, in that goal. Okay, so overtime, no goals. The first overtime. Second overtime, Amadio from Barbashev at 3:40. Vegas wins. What I didn't like, okay, and it was a great comeback by Winnipeg, but Winnipeg slept in the overtimes. It drove me nuts. It drove me crazy to watch, playing too damn conservative, and that's on the coach, okay? He should have just told them, go for it. That's it. Don't play this careful hockey in overtime. No. In overtime, you guys know, goes off 3 guys' skates in the net. You guys know how it works. They were playing too conservative, too careful, and it cost them. That's what I seen. It drove me crazy. It's annoying. You make a comeback like that just to like be careful after. Come on. Oh, jeez. Anyway, moving on. Here's the nightcap. Avalanche pull away from Kraken in Game 3, lead Western first round series, 6-4 Colorado. Numbers? 34-29 shots for the Avs. And faceoffs, they have the edge too, 58% to 42. They were 0 for 3 on the power play. Kraken were 1 for 6. Hits in the game, 31 for the Avalanche, 38 for the Kraken. Blocks, the Avs had 10, the Kraken had 19. The Avs had 3 giveaways, Kraken had 6. Shots on goal. First period, 11 apiece. Second period, 15-8 Colorado. And third period, 10-8 Seattle for that 34-29 total. Scoring. Oh, got to open this up. Can't see it at all. Schwartz from Schultz and Wenberg make it 1-0, 6 minutes in. And at 60 minutes in, Comfer from Makar and Lehkonen, shorthanded, make it 1-1. And McKinnon in the last minute, and we all know what those goals do eventually, make it 2-1 from Rantanen and Taves. Second period, Cale Makar from Newhook makes it 3-1. And Alexiak, the big boy, he's quite the giant out there if you look at him, compared to some of the other guys. From Gordon Bjorkstrand, makes it 3-2 at 12:51. Then very quick after, Matty Beniers, who is turning into quite the hockey player, folks, from McCann and Eberle, make it 3-3 after 2 periods. Third period, here we go. Rantanen from Tace at 3:01. 4-3. Nathan McKinnon on a beauty from Byram and Rodriguez makes it 5-3. Game was over right there, really. And then Rantanen with the empty netter from Lehkonen makes it 6-3. Schwartz gets a late one, just basically for the sake of getting a late one, makes it 6-4 from Schultz at the end. So 6-4 final there. And that game, after 2 periods, all the momentum was with Seattle, it felt like, when they tied that game. So, you know, if you're a fan of Colorado, you're feeling pretty good about now, because it feels like the Avalanche have finally taken over the series. I know it's only 2-1, but it feels like, I don't know if Seattle will get another win the way it feels right now. We'll see next game, because they're a good team. This is a pretty good team. We'll have to see. So I would say, I'm going to give player of the night to anybody, all right? I was just thinking I might mention this today. You know, my goodness. Austin Matthews, 5 shots on goal, 5 hits. I know he scored a goal, only 1 goal, but he just was doing his thing out there. There was a lot of players out there. McKinnon was a beast yesterday. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there. Going to be interesting now to see if Tampa look old and washed up, or if they have fight in them. I'm willing to bet it's the second one. Toronto got lucky, but that's all it takes in the playoffs. You just got to get a little lucky. And once you get a little lucky, you can go on a run. Finally, maybe Lady Luck's on Toronto's side for the first time, maybe ever, because they've always been on the short end of luck, So we'll see how that pans out. So I'll see you guys later on. I got other videos. I got to report again on the Amherst. Talk about that. And maybe I'll throw up some Sabres videos if I get time later on tonight. See you then, guys.